Every star has a beginning. This is the introduction of Austin Brown.
I am in a predicament, trying to be a gentleman. She wants me back again. Oh, I try so hard.
I want to be known as taking the real music of the past and applying it to kind of like the spirit of what we are as a generation in pop culture today. And like, it's kind of creating a cult of expression, thought of creativity, and that's what the Backpack Kids is, and that's what that theme is. It's just being able to take all your influences and your goals and your aspirations and to mix them into a melting pot to where people for this day and age can understand it. It doesn't matter whatever it is that you do, you know, just really do it to the fullest. So with this record in particularly, with Highway 85, you know, I have a lot of influences that span all the way from, you know, the Beatles to Miles Davis to Boyz II Men to Heatwave. So it's kind of, it's all over the place. But at the end of the day, when you put on the record, it makes sense. And then you could draw from each of those. You'll literally find all of those elements in the album, which hopefully then, if the listener's really moved by what I have to offer, that allows them to go in and research those records. After we did the song Menage a Trois, you know, all the songs that you hear we produced, myself, Tommy Parker, and Scott Brusnak, we do it in LA, so we call ourselves the Backpack Kids, only because, you know, we all come from different styles of music. Scott really studied electronic and sound design and free jazz. Tommy comes from a soul background, straight up, just, he's an encyclopedia of soul. And I was more into, you know, pop, psychedelic rock, and 90s hip-hop and R&B. So kind of, you'll hear all those elements within our tunes. And we put it into our backpack, which is our music.
Creativity is an operational idea. You can plan for it and make it happen systematically.
I would like to see what Kanye West would do producing an entire Tribe album back then. I would really want to know, like, if he had full reins to do what he wants, him and Pharrell got a chance to work with Tribe back then. What exactly would it sound like? I would like to see how 40 would actually sound with SWV.
Here he is performing All I Need. Give it up, everybody, for Austin Brown.
My first moment of, my first real moment of success to build me was when when I did my first song, period. And, you know, you write a song, you sing it, and then you're like, wow, that's really cool, you know? That's what kind of opened me up to a world of just like, I could do anything. You feel like you're on top of the world. And then when people respond to it and they say they like it and they dig it, you really feel like you're the shit at that moment, you know? So that moment will keep you on a high until, you know, you might even sign a record deal like I did, but then getting dropped is the most hardest thing to take, because you get all these things in your head like, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not capable, and it's all bullshit at the end of the day, because who really can judge your art? You know, art is left up to people to do whatever they want. So it's, even though this person might not like it, this person might love it. You know, so that's just how it is. So I really came to a conclusion that no matter what, I have to do what I love to do to the best of my capabilities and not really worry about, you know, what people feel. I mean, what I do know that I control, no matter what, is that when I get on that stage, you're going to leave entertained. You know, that's more of a physical interaction. It doesn't matter how genius you are and how much great music you put out. You'll have somebody that might not be moved by a song. But if you can get to them face to face and really move them on a personal level, you'll have them forever.
Austin Brown is Michael Jackson's nephew, and the similarities between the two are very clear in their music and dancing styles.
No, because what's been pretty funny is that no one expects me to. So to tell you the truth, there's really no pressure. Everyone just expects me to suck, which actually works out in my favor. people have this thing in their heads that, like, you know, it can't happen this way, or, you know, he's just this, or, you know, when you come from such a dynamic force that people love so much, and that's them, that's not even me, they love what my family's done so much that they hold on to it, that they don't want to see anything else. Like, I don't care, that's what it is in my mind, and I don't even want to hear about it. Which, to tell you the truth, I understand that, because I'm such a Miles Davis fan that if his son or nephew or this or that just said Miles Davis's nephew's playing a show, and I'd be like, I wonder. But I'd be like, man, but Miles is my guy. Miles is my guy. Just the way he plays, man. So what? Oh my gosh. But you know what? Good music is good music. And immediately with good music, you can become a fan. And so that's really what separates.